Naomi. Some of you guys may know me as ChinaD, but today I'm just on here paying respect to the lovely Mercedes Morr, someone that I had the honor to meet while she was here gracing this earth. So I'm gonna kind of just talk for a little bit while we have people step into the building. What do I want to say? Like, I don't know, it took me a while to actually do this video because I didn't want to be on here crying. Like, when I seen it, I just couldn't believe it. I literally was just like, hey, to her, like the other day. And now it's not here. And the way she went, it kind of like hurts. And I mean, I really don't know how to, I don't know. I just really don't want to start crying. So, I mean, she was an amazing person. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about the person that she was, because I'm seeing things go through the internet that I'm not really feeling. I mean, no one should be judging over lifestyle choices or anything like that. So I'm coming on here with another friend of ours, FyaRedd. We all work together in Las Vegas. And so I'm gonna bring her on to the platform so you guys can like talk to her too as well and kind of get to know who Mercedes really was as a person. But before we get into that, I'm going to play some of the news clips just to kind of give people that don't know her story or don't know what happened a little preview of what we're going to be talking about today. So let me just get into the live so that I'll be able to as well. I don't want to start crying, but all right, so I'm just going to get into one of the news clips. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys. Give me a quick second. I didn't even bring tissue. Didn't think I was going to start crying. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Ah. So, hold on. Yeah. Give me a second. While I'm playing this for you guys, let me hold on. Let me know if you guys can hear it. If you guys can put a 1 in the chat. Let me go back to make sure I did share it. Okay, I did. Why is it? Let me know if you guys can hear it. There we go. Sorry. Play. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, so you're gonna have to go out and come back in because right now you're considered the host.
Yes, see,
So go
I
out
know
and
what
come.
I like. Okay, so
Huh?
just leave and then come back. You want me to leave, hit leave, and then
Right.
come back? Okay.
Uh-huh. All right. Hey guys, I don't know what's going on with my stream today, but I guess it's a good thing because I got to step away for a second, grab some tissue because I'm trying not to cry when I do this. So if you guys can hear me right now, put a 1 in the chat so I know that you guys can hear me. I don't know why on the last stream I couldn't hear the sound on the news clip. So I'm going to try to figure that out now so you guys can hear me. Hi, Shay. How are you? Let's see. Hey, you new. Thanks for being there, boo. And for those of you guys who are following You before, she has a brand new page. It's the same. It's spelled the same way. You just space the it's U space KNEW space exclamation point. Hi, Martha. How are you? So I'm gonna take it slower this time. I felt like I was kind of rushing it the first time, and I'm gonna try not to get emotional. So I was gonna do this story when it first, not when it first happened. I'm gonna tell you guys how I found out about it. But once I did, I knew I had to, you know, share her story because once I got to, looking at all of the different news clips and YouTubes, I didn't like some of the things that I was seeing. I mean, knowing her and just how amazing she was. I know they say that about everyone when things like this happen, but truly, like, sometimes people think like if you're just drop dead gorgeous, beautiful, that, I mean, you're kind of intimidating, but no, she just had an amazing personality. She was, I mean, I don't know where people are getting some of their stories from because I'm, I don't even know what to say. She was just a nice person altogether. Didn't, I mean, wasn't like conceited with her, I mean, look at her, guys. She's gorgeous. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about or who I'm talking about, because I'm kind of stepping over everything, I'm talking about the latest news of the passing of Miss Mercedes Morr. The reason why I didn't kind of catch on to it being her in the very beginning was because I was seeing Instagram model murdered, Instagram model this. I never thought of her as an Instagram model, just knowing her as I mean, Chinae, like I wasn't putting two and two together. And so I was talking with another YouTuber and she's like, oh yeah, one of our other friends are over here doing a story on that Instagram model. And in my mind, I'm thinking Alexis Sharkey because I don't feel like there's too much closure on that. So that's what I was thinking at the time. And then when she says the name, I'm like, wait, what? So I'm like, hold on. I'm like hanging up on her. And I go straight to the internet. I type in her name. And then I see it and I just start crying because I'm like, how? Like, how does this happen? 33 in your prime, like, how does this happen? I don't get it. I don't get it. So I was like, I have to talk about this. I have to let people know really who Mercedes was as a person, at least when we were around each other. So I contacted a few people that also knew her. So long story short, we used to work together. And this was, some years back. And I never really too much talk about this part of my life, but hey, it is what it is. And I mean, on this platform, some people have kind of questioned it and asked me about it, but I really didn't talk about it. But with this, I'm like, it's not forcing me, but I kind of do want to just, I don't know, guys, I don't know right now, but people look at that lifestyle and think one way about a person, and it could be anything for, a reason to go that route. I don't know. So one of our, I guess, coworkers, you would call it, I brought her on today. Her name is FyaRedd, and I'm gonna bring her on as well. But I wanted to first show a news clip, and I hope it works this time. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to play it, and can you guys just toss some ones in the chat if you guys can hear it? I'm going to be looking on my other computer just to make sure you guys can hear it, and then we'll go from there. I don't know, on this computer it went to like airplane mode. I don't know why, but let's see. So I can see the chat when I go over. So I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to share the audio. So let's see if it works for us this time.
Instagram model who was killed in an apparent murder-suicide is now speaking out. We first told you about the death of Miss Mercedes Morr yesterday.
They say her body was found in her apartment in Fort Bend County, along with the body of a man who killed her on Sunday. And now her family has come forward to share their heartbreak as they search for answers following this disturbing discovery. KPRC2's Jacob Rascone live in Richmond tonight with the new details. Jacob?
They hadn't heard from her for a couple days, so they showed up here to the apartment complex. When no one answered when the dad knocked, he kicked the door in and said he found his daughter there on the floor, already deceased, and her killer upstairs with a knife in him, still alive. To her parents and other family and friends, 33-year-old Janae Gagne was so much more than an Instagram model.
She was special. Just like she had a few million followers, that's all fine and good. But she was a person. and we miss her a lot.
Searching us out to get the facts. Janae was loved, funny, goofy, crazy as hell. I know, and I shouldn't say that about my daughter, but that's my daughter.
2.6 million followers on Instagram knew her as Mercedes Morr. What happened on Sunday was the family's worst nightmare. Attacked, they say, by a stalker.
How this guy found her, I don't know, but me walking in and finding my daughter and finding him committing suicide was just something that a parent should never bear.
She's very cautious about her surroundings. Unfortunately, someone basically was stalking and killed my baby.
Police say Kevin Accordo lived in Florida and did not know Janae. His only criminal record, traffic violations.
It does hurt as a parent to know you're bearing your child before, you pass away.
Feeling as a father that you can't protect your daughter and something happens like this?
Janae was just a light, to be honest, and not just outside of the home, but she was very protective of me, protective of her dad, and she just was always the sweetest thing.
Exactly how the suspect got here from Florida, got in the house, found her, all of that we still do not know. We watched the family remove her belongings from the home today, and they're currently making funeral arrangements. Live in Richmond, I'm Jacob Brasco, KPRC 2 News.
An incredibly tragic story here. We have learned new information that the 33.
A quick news clip. I want to check back with you guys because on my other computer it's really going slow. So I just want to make sure that you guys were able to hear that. Yes, can hear and see. So with me playing that, I'm going to bring up FyaRedd, another amazing person that I was blessed to meet, So I'm gonna bring her up. She's real sweet as well too. So you guys will love her. Oh, by the way, she's in the middle of the hurricane, so that's why. I mean, she can explain. FyaRedd, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you guys hear her as well? Just toss some ones in the chat if you guys can hear.
Hello.
So,
Hello, everyone.
one of my moderators, she's in Louisiana as well, dealing with the hurricane. That's who you knew is. So I get it. She can hop up with me on some lives because she's doing the same thing. I mean, it's not funny, but just. But how did you find out?
Okay, so of course, you said it. We've known each other for years. Dating back to 2011 is when I originally met y'all. But on Sunday, right before the hurricane hit, I want to say, because the hurricane hit Saturday.
Wait, real quick, FyaRedd, talk closer to the mic so we can hear you.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so one Sunday in the midst of the hurricane, I get a call from my old manager, who used to, book me for, my events or whatever. And she was like, Red, mind you, she never said, "Are you okay?" in hurricane. She didn't do anything like that. She was in shock. So she was like, Red, man, did you hear Mercedes died? I said, say that again, because I don't think I heard you correctly. Who? And she said, Mercedes. I'm like, nah, you're lying. I'm gonna call you back. You know what I'm saying? Let me go see. So I really hung up the phone. Immediately, I go straight to the gram, and I go to, for whatever reason, I don't know why. I think it's just social media nowadays. Everybody literally goes to the last picture that someone, the deceased, usually posts, and if you see a rest in peace under it, then you know it's real. You know what I'm saying? In this society nowadays. So that's exactly what I did. I went to her last picture, and the first person I seen was Bow Wow, and he was like, "No, baby girl, you know what I'm saying? You can't be gone. I just spoke to you." And I'm like, "Whoa, wait, hold up." Bow on her page saying it. So then I'm scrolling, and she already, of course, she has like millions of followers, so she already had thousands of comments already on there. But everything that was just recently was saying, rest in peace, baby girl. I'm so sorry this happened to you, blase, blase, blase. So then again, I reach out to, some of, I immediately try to call, you know what I'm saying, like the besties, you know what I'm saying, people that, I know that she dealt with daily.
Right.
Nobody's answering. I'm like, nah, this not like them. Then I reach out to a couple other people, you know what I'm saying, that I know, because she's in Houston, I'm in Louisiana. So, we kind of kept in contact in that kind of circle. And I'm like, man, nobody really responded to me. So I'm like, it can't be real. Then finally one of the besties posted, and I'm like, I immediately broke down. Like, I had already started crying, I started tearing up, but without confirmation, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people just shoo and say certain things. So
Right.
I didn't know it to be real at the time. So, you know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, maybe they got the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't want to believe it. Immediately, once I seen that, I broke down and I'm like, no, that's my baby girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all were my baby girls. Like, I
I
could not
know.
stress it. Like, what happened? So I'm like in the wind, and then I see her sister post, and her sister was like, she didn't have a pimp. She didn't have
Right.
she said a pimp and a sugar daddy, and it wasn't a boyfriend or anything like that. It was some stalker, and he's dead too. And I'm like, hold up, wait a minute, like, nah, what is going on at this point? I
Mhm.
can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I originally found out about it. And I mean, when I tell you it broke me down, it broke me
Right.
down. Like, I mean, I'm sitting, and it's crazy because immediately once I got the confirmation, then my lights went out. I'm like, no, come on, God, like, no, like, nah. It just really, it was just like, soon as I saw the bestie posted, and immediately my feelings balled up, and I'm about to cry. The lights literally just goes out in the house, so like nobody can like see me kind of crying or anything like that, because I'm like, what? Oh man, this threw me for a loop, man. Not her. She didn't deserve that. She wasn't one of them types.
At
I
all.
don't. Yeah, like, I'm trying not to cry too, so forgive me, everybody, but not her. Not that one. Just like her father said, she was the bubbliest person, the goofiest, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was funny. Everything was always a brighter side to her in every situation. You know what I'm saying? So I can't, this one, yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow.
It is. It really. It really.
Yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow. I mean, I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory on me, Mercedes, and you too as well. Like, I know the year and everything. It was July 2011. I get to Vegas, you know what I'm saying, and I was leaving. I had left Louisiana because my mother was killed. So I went to Vegas to live with my brother, and of course, at the time, that's what we were doing. We were entertainers, So they was
Yeah.
like, well, this is a new club, you know what I'm saying? Go holler and, go check it out, you know what I'm saying? So immediately when I get to the club scene, mind you, they had girls from New Orleans, you know what I'm saying, already there.
A whole bunch of y'all came.
Right. And it was like, I knew them, you know what I'm saying? I knew all of them. And we were all cool back home. So it was like, okay, we good. But the New Orleans girls didn't live in Vegas. I moved to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? I moved my children to Vegas. So I'm living out there. So when they would leave, they would come for a little while, make money, and then they'll leave. And then, you know what I'm saying? They'll come back whenever they come back. And I was like, I was the only one out there. So when everybody would leave, I'm just in this big old facility with all these different females around. And I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, hey, what you gonna do? And literally Mercedes and you and your sister, y'all were like the only ones, you know what I'm saying, who actually was like, you know what, come on, Red, you cool, you could be with us, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all took me in and y'all helped show me the ropes. Like, Mercedes showed me, you know what I'm saying, where to go, what to do. Like, she told me what side of town to live on. It was
Right.
just, it was anything that I needed. She was always at my beck and call, which, I didn't call her much at that time, but it was just the fact that, whenever my friends would leave and go back home, I had somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I had y'all.
Right.
So she was just this little sweetheart. And we talking about, 22-year-old, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh wow, okay, so you're a sweetheart. Okay, I get it. I rock with it. You know what I'm saying? Let's be cool. Then come to find out, we both were Sagittarius, and around our birthday time, everything was pretty much shutting down. That was when the shooting happened at the club. So it was like,
Oh
what we
yeah,
gonna do? I was like, I don't know. You remember that, huh? So I was
yeah,
like, I
that
don't
was
know.
crazy.
Right. So
Cause
she was
wait,
like, well, come on, let's hang out.
that was you're talking about when they kicked him. He kept saying like no, 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 and they still kicked him out. And right when he walked out, that one, right?
Yeah, that one. Yep.
Right.
They caught him before he could even get out the doors good. Like,
Right.
remember I told you when I took off running and I came in the dressing room and I was screaming, I was telling y'all what was going on. I was literally right there. He was like, Red, what's going on? What happened? And I'm like, yo,
Right.
he was trying to leave out the door. He didn't want to go out the door, and they put him out the door and they shot him up. Like, I could have been killed standing right there because
Right.
at that
They didn't
time,
believe him. They didn't believe him.
right,
They didn't believe him. And as soon as they pushed him out the door, I was like, whoa, you just came down there running and we're in the locker room because in the kind of like basement, I guess. So we're not
right.
hearing everything that's going on. And it's just everybody just started running down those stairs. And upstairs was Pete. Just running down those stairs. I'm like, whoa, 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 what's going on? And y'all like, so they kind of like locked us back, but go ahead.
So at that time, after that had happened, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we were shut down. And it was right before me and her birthday. You know what I'm saying? It was like right at the end. It was at the beginning of November, but our birthdays was at the end. So right when it came time for our birthdays, when we was getting ready to do the birthday parties and stuff, we was like, nah, we can't even have it. Like, so what we gonna do? Like, I don't know. This your neck of the woods. You tell me. So we went out, we hung out. We would go to different bars and chill or whatever with the hookers and stuff like that. But it was just a simple fact that she was just that type of person. You know what I'm saying? She just opened up and was like, look, roll with me. Help, you know what I'm saying? You could be around me, whatever. And I'm like, and y'all don't get it twisted. In this industry, if you don't come in knowing somebody, they don't rock with you like that. Like, don't nobody open up. It's intimidating. You know what I'm saying? To be around another female, because again, everybody has their own swag, their own look. So you could see somebody making money or make a certain amount of money, and then you get intimidated, like, well, I can't get that type of money. And then instantly, simultaneously, now you're a hater. You know what I'm saying? Now
Yeah.
you're hating and all this. But for somebody to just be that genuine with you from day one, don't know you from a can of paint, you know what I'm saying? Don't know the type of person you are. And they just, literally just real life rock with you, that showed you another side to them. So then down the line, probably like 2 years later, she ended up leaving Vegas and she moved to my home. She moved to New Orleans. So when she gets down there, I'm like, yo, how you go to my city now? You know what I'm saying? Let me come show you the ropes down here. Let me come, extend the same courtesy you did for me when I was in Vegas.
Right.
So of course we got cool, we hanging out, we around each other and everything, whatever. And then, as time moved on, she ended up leaving and she started going to Houston. She moved to Houston. So I'm like, okay, I'll see you whenever we link up or whatever when I come that way. And it just went like that for the rest of the year, duration of time knowing her. I hadn't spoke to Nay since, I want to say, it might have been April, maybe even May. The last time I spoke to Nay, I hit her up on the gram and I was like, look, I said, baby girl, don't do that. Don't come out of character like that. And it was because she and a jeweler had, I guess, you know what I'm saying, the jeweler pretty much jacked her or whatever because she wanted some jewelry made. And she was going back and forth with him. And I was like, don't do that, baby girl. I said, we already are targets out here. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. He obviously needed it, And at the end of the day, just look at it as, you know what I'm saying? Count it as a loss, look at it as a blessing. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want everybody to see you and then see a negative light on you for just one simple, you know what I'm saying, situation. She was like, you know what, Red, you right. She was like, but he done pissed me off, you know what I'm saying? That was a lot of money. I'm like, it's cool. I know we make money like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't even trip on it, you know? It's small steps to a giant. And she was like, that's why I love you. That's why I fuck with you, Red. I'm like, you right. I love you too. And then that was it. That was the last time we talked or whatever. And it hurts me because it feels like the same thing that I was definitely telling her about, you know what I'm saying? Kind of came back again. Because I told her, you'll make yourself a target. And I know I said those exact words. And for a stalker to come and kill this baby at her home, I am tore the fuck up. Because those were the last words that I said to her. You'll make yourself a target.
Like, my last words to her was like you're doing it. Because I remember, you remember Sam?
Yes.
I remember Sam always talking to her and be like, Mercedes, like, because, you know, she was a little bit thicker, you know. So he was like, dude, do this, do that, do this, you know, you're going to be it. And like, literally, like, some years later, I'm like seeing her like, sudden, you know, I'm like, I always was like, she was one of the ones, like, everybody thought I was mean. And I was like, I'm not even mean. Y'all New Orleans girls, y'all New Orleans girls gave me hell up in there. And I'm like, y'all not going to come from over there and come up on the west side and be acting like this. Like, no.
That was them. That was the hurricanes. They come through and mess it up.
Katrina happened.
Leave.
That was when Katrina happened, right?
No. It was some years after that. Katrina happened in 11, and by the time
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying when y'all came out to Vegas. Wait, hold on. When y'all came out to Vegas was when the Katrina happened, because I thought that's what you guys were saying. All of y'all was in Vegas for because of the Katrina, right?
No. Katrina happened in 05. Okay, so you remember, Dollar Bill?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was the club owner in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? The manager and owner out there, and he convinced, I guess, some of his partners or whatever to open up a club in Vegas because that Deja Vu building that was turned into strip club and then turned back into Deja Vu, it had opened up. So he was like, well, let's branch out and go to Vegas. And that's what they did. So they brought some of the girls from New Orleans because they worked on Bourbon Street. I worked with them on Bourbon Street, but I didn't work, you know what I'm saying? I didn't work Bourbon like that. I didn't care for Bourbon. So I would come down there and work it, you know what I'm saying, from time to time, but then I would go to other clubs or whatever. So we knew each other from the club scene. But that's how that happened. That's how all the New Orleans girls got out there because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, what they were trying to bring to strip hop was they were trying to bring the thicker girls, the curvier girls.
They were trying to bring the South, as they would say, to the West. Because as West girls, or I'll say Cali girls, because me and you know, Aaliyah, I'll say her name, Aaliyah, was out there, and y'all was like, that's how y'all get down. Like, y'all was like, no, because you know how we were like kind of late, and y'all just like, hey, get it. We was like, oh, we don't do that. So it was something,
you know what I'm saying? It was because it's two different styles of dancing. I know y'all have seen the meme where there'll be like, you know, white clubs, strip clubs be like this, and the girl will just kind of walk around the pose and, you know what I'm saying, stand and maybe lean over and stuff like that. That's kind of what the West Coast was, but in the South, you know what I'm saying, we some twerkulators, so we gonna be like, I remember y'all used to always tell me, y'all show me how to twerk, show me how to do that. Like, y'all used to say that so much. I want to make my booty do that. Like, how do y'all do that? It was so funny.
Yes.
But, you know, in the South, you know, we really twerk, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, y'all, it was always two different vibes. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Versus whenever we would definitely get on the stage, you could pretty much tell, you know what I'm saying, who was from where when they got on the stage. So it was like they wanted to bring the more South, you know what I'm saying, to Vegas. And the
Right.
last time the South had been to Vegas was the 2007 All-Star game. When they had the All-Stars out there and they opened up the strip clubs out there, they did them strip clubs and they was like, yo, we really could do some money out here if we, you know what I'm saying, we start doing this more often. And not to go into that, but you know, I ain't gonna lie, Vegas was very, very racist to us. Very, very racist to us. I remember me and Mercedes couldn't even get in a certain club because they told us we had too many curves or
You guys
they
were
weren't
too
accepting.
thick. You guys were too thick.
Yeah.
I
They told us that.
I only got into certain places because I was like small, but then I had like the curves. So that's the only reason why I was able to like sneak my way into places, because you know a lot of them were like more towards like Caucasian and really, you know. So
really,
that's
really thin. They told us we had to go on diets. They told us they weren't accepting any more black girls at the time. They told us we were too curvy. Like it was a lot of different things that they told us at times when we would go to clubs. Because once strip club closed on us, we was like, oh no, like I don't want to go work in nobody's job, man. I want to keep hustling. Like we gotta find another club. So that was another experience. You know what I'm saying? Me and her both went through. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, man, you know, it was mad crazy for a couple of months. And then again, I would tell her a lot of the times, you know what I'm saying, after she had broke up with her, you know, significant other or whatever, she, you know what I'm saying, Mercedes used to leave the club by herself. And I'd be like, Mercedes, we can't do that. You know what I'm saying? On a bad night would be $3,000 to $5,000. So imagine what a good night was for us. You know?
exactly. Oh, miss it. Right.
Too much money you got on you. You can't be leaving. So I had the vehicle. So I would take her wherever she needed to go at times or whatever. You know, sometimes if need be. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't. It was a lot of different things. I mean, I'm much more older than y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know I have Mercedes by like 8 years, 7, 8 years, something like that. And with me coming up in the game, I was schooled by some real vets. You know what I'm saying? Like vets who before social media even was ever anywhere around. Yeah, like these vets would travel the world with different people. You know what I'm saying? Like they literally, you know, we got a name and we have a social media following. But before there was a social media following, if you had a name and somebody was literally calling you, that meant you did your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. These vets that I came up under, like they schooled deep. When I said the shit out of me, Naomi, it was nothing that I could actually like they taught me to the T. If you in this situation, you do this. You do in that situation, you do that. It's no way. You know what I'm saying? So me being the person that I am, I always tried to spread the knowledge because I never wanted to see anybody get fucked up. And I was always taught in the game, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is how you maneuver in certain situations so that you will always come out on top. And people won't hurt you or take you away from your children. So, you know, that's what I used to do with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I used to tell y'all a lot of different stuff. You know, watch them people over there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, watch them. Don't be drinking out of they drinks. You know, you remember Love. Love used to always try to give us drinks. But before I knew who Love was and, you know what I'm saying, how you move, I would never take nothing from Love. Who? I see him and keep moving. Hey, Love. And go about my business because I didn't know who he was or what type of person he was. And everybody used to sit over there and they'd chill with him. Or they, you know, they'd go drink, what it was, he was drinking rosé with him, you know what I'm saying? But me,
always. Do you still talk to him?
Yes, I do. I do.
Me too. He's so funny. I don't know how he's his age, but he's so down to earth. Like, you know, he's so cool. Go ahead.
That's a real life Benjamin Button. He is. He ages backwards. I've never seen it in my life.
Never. I'm like, everybody used to hate when I would be over there. They're like, why are you over there? But I'll get to that. You finish.
Right. So again, you know, I would see certain stuff and I would be like, nah, let's not do that. Let's not move like that. You know what I'm saying? Because me, I was the precautionary one. I was the one that just sit back in the cut and I'm gonna watch and see what's going on and you know what I'm saying, see how people moving and you're like, okay, well we gonna move this way. You know what I'm saying? Like I just been that one. I was the mother bear. We had house
Yes.
cam, Jessica, but me, I was the mother bear. Like I'm protecting all y'all. Now I don't play with my girls. Like, leave my girls alone. Like don't do that. Yeah, but I don't know, dog. Man, fuck Mercedes gone, bro.
I
No freaking
know.
way.
I know. I remember I used to always ask you, I'd be like, how many kids you have? You still like at the body? You like, I was just like, because you know, I was like a little teeny little thing. I'm still a little teeny little thing. But I'm saying,
Yeah, you
compared to
still beautiful as ever.
y'all, it's like in the West, I was considered thick or slim thick,
Yeah,
whatever. But when y'all came out, I'm like, I want to be like that. Like, how come I
like
get little? You know? So I'll be like, hey, can you show me? Can you show me?
show
You
me
know, we got
how y'all
that
do
like
that. What are you doing? Yeah,
right.
I used to love it, man. Oh man, I
I
miss
mean that.
those
I mean,
days. I miss them. You
I
wouldn't
don't know.
believe
I don't
I'm a
even know
grandmother now.
what.
I am a grandmother now. Yes, I am.
Oh, how old's the grandbaby?
He will be 2 months next week.
Oh,
2 months.
I ain't ready for that. You know, I just a couple years ago had my first. So you know,
Oh
I was always like, I ain't gonna know, but I mean, it's a
Lord.
blessing. It's a blessing.
I know. Listen, I know. See, and that was the one thing about me. Because I haven't even made 40 yet. I make 40 this year, but that's one thing that I am glad that I did. I had my children early
Right.
because my children was able to grow up with me. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. And now it's like, okay, now that I'm older, you know what I'm saying. I'm out the game, of course. You know, I'm married now. With a grandbaby. It's like, okay, I could kind of, you know what I'm saying? I see it now. Like, I can go see the world now. Me and my husband, we travel all the time. Let's go. Let's get out. Sad to say we wasn't able to travel for this hurricane, but I didn't want to leave my child and my grandchild behind. So therefore, I was like, you know
Right.
what? I'm gonna bear this one through. Um, I'm not scared of hurricanes. You know, just like on the West Coast, we're not scared of earthquakes. Like, okay,
Earthquakes. I'm like, y'all crazy. How can y'all deal with hurricanes? Kind of rocking back a little bit. Some stuff might fall down. You guys, like, literally, your house can go up. Like, no, I don't know how to do that. Cars, trees falling. No, I don't know. No, I don't know how to do it.
yeah. But you know, it don't rain on the West Coast, so I guess not. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all
We
not
get
used to it.
rain. We get rain. We don't get
Hurricanes, but
rain,
you
but we
get
get some rain.
the way they
Yeah.
was predicting this hurricane, it was supposed to be worse than what it was, and I can honestly say we didn't get it as bad as it should have been. Honestly, you know,
It
Katrina
looks like
flooded.
it broke up while it was coming on. It looks like it kind of broke up. It wasn't as,
And
as it.
crazily, now it's going to the East Coast and it's doing more damage in the East than it is, you know what I'm saying, down here. I didn't even expect it to make it that far. I thought it would probably would have stopped between Carolinas and Tennessee. But for that to be way up there in New York, I'm like, wow, it gained more strength over the land than what it was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? It should have decimated a long time ago, but that's crazy. And we got two more potentially, supposedly maybe coming to us. And I'm like, oh, can we just get the lights on before these other ones hit? That's all I ask. I don't ask for much. Just some lights.
So you guys are in like just pitch black, no lights.
Yeah. No lights.
Dang,
None.
that sucks. So what
And
do you
they
guys do?
said,
You guys have to have like, do you guys have to have like generators and stuff like that, or you're just
oh, definitely. Definitely. I have a generator running. I did not connect it to my breaker box because I don't own this home and I'm not gonna put in the work to where, you know what I'm saying, I'm putting up something for somebody else. Nah. So
And you
I
gotta
just
leave
running
it.
my generator. Yeah, like man, they want to charge me $500 to connect my generator to the house, and originally it was $200, but with the parts and stuff that they're asking for, that's like right at $500. The generator by itself was almost $1,000, and the generator I could take with me, but the connection and the parts of this house I can't. No, I'm not gonna do all that. Nope.
Yeah. Well, it's not worth it. For you guys,
Nah.
I'm gonna show you guys Mercedes Instagram so you guys could just see how amazing she was. Like, normally girls didn't intimidate me, even though the New Orleans girls, when they came out there was these two that was just on my helmet, like, and I was like, don't play me, because you won't be here tomorrow. You won't be here tomorrow.
I
I'll
know
be like,
exactly which two you're talking about.
I can't even remember their names. They always went up together. One was thicker, one was like a little bit smaller. I can't even, I don't even remember their names. Like, I remember, you know who I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, because I remember baby, whoever she was, the thicker one, kind of was coming at me over Molly. And I was like, if that's you, you go ahead and rock with him. Like, whatever, like, it ain't my fault. You know, he trying to, I was just like, whatever. But when I would see him come in, I would just be like, because everybody would run over there. I was like, I'm good. I'm gonna go chill with Carla. I'll go chill with Love, because I'm not dealing with that. And no,
and he wasn't really spending like that. He was
that's
more
why
so
I didn't understand. That's why I didn't understand why all of y'all, well, not all of y'all, but everybody would flock over there. You guys knew I was on a one-track mind, because some what are you doing? It's like y'all want to run to what you guys see, y'all see dollars flying. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go sit over here and I'm gonna let him toss me stacks while I sip some champagne real quick, and y'all could go over there and sweat, and I'm gonna be over here chilling. Go ahead, y'all go over there for the name. Ooh, I'm doing all of that. Never. I was like, y'all, y'all go over there and work.
Yeah, I was, cause see, I was on the same tip as y'all. Like, okay, y'all gonna go to the same people every time you see them, but at the end of the day, all these people in here have money. You know what I'm saying? So I was on the tip.
You just gotta get it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta just move around. You just had to make your face known and seen. You know what I'm saying? At that club. You know what I'm saying? In that time frame. And it was like, shit, that was me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm a Vegas resident. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a local. So at the end of the day, like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be around, they're gonna see me. I've met millions of people from different places all the time, and I just stay coming with the same doggone bag, but I wasn't the one that, you know what I'm saying? I didn't work with the crew, like I wasn't gonna flock with everybody else. It just wasn't me.
No, me and Aaliyah stuck together because y'all New Orleans girls, I'm gonna keep saying that, y'all was you was cool, but a lot of them was like, they hated us, like, because our station.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why. So Dollar Bill again goes back to him. He was the one, you know what I'm saying, that originally started the club. So they knew Dollar Bill, and at the end of the day, it was like Dollar was like, "Yo, this our shit." You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody else come in. That's why anything that ever went on, who would they call? They would go straight to Dollar, and then Sam would be like, "Nah, we ain't having that shit." You know what I'm saying? Sam would be the one that tried.
Sam was my NIGGA. Like, anything I said, he was like right there. When I was like, she can't work tomorrow, I ain't feeling her. He'd be like, you can't work tomorrow unless you gotta pay $150. And then I was like, hey, no, stop it. But no, for real. Go ahead.
Yeah, but see, Sam was the local. You know what I'm saying? Sam was from Vegas. Dollar was from New Orleans. So at the end of the day, it was like the New Orleans girls had somebody that they would go to, and then the Cali girls, the West Coast girls, they would have somebody that they would go to. So at the end of the day,
Right.
it was always a clashing thing. And we see Sam ended up getting terminated. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that's fucked up. You know, like
Right.
it was just again, I was always on the side of right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be no fucked up individual in the game because
Mm,
I never saw money like that. You know what I'm saying? All they saw
right.
was the dollar. And again, they was traveling back and forth. So, you know, it was almost as if you would see what do you call it? You know how immigrant they migrate somewhere and they make the money and they
Uh-huh.
send the money back home.
Uh-huh.
So it was that type of situation with them. You know what I'm saying? They would come up, they would make all the money, and then they would just go back home. You know, send the money back home, or they would go back home. So that's
Mm,
kind of how it was. But by me knowing them, like I was always going like, y'all chill. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be like that. Like don't do that. Because at the end of the day, and it was the certain ones be like, man, fuck all that. I can't get my bag, blah, 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 blah. And I'd be like, man, but y'all do not have to act like that. And see
and
where
you
we
know
come
what?
from.
That's why I claim, not claim, but like Mercedes was like somebody that I was like, I would, no lie, I wasn't intimidated by nobody, but her, I was like, baby's lit. Like I always like admired her body, like her like signature was her stars on her, you know. And
And the chief
one thing
print
I
on
would
her
love about
arm.
her, you know what she would do? Every time, like before, she would be like, you ready? You ready to turn up? You ready to turn up? I'm like, nah, not yet, not yet. And she'll be like, no, come on. So she would be like, rounds in and see. I'm like, I got it, I got it. She like, no, I got it, I got it. So we, all of us over there, because the other girl that she was with, I don't want to say she was stuck up, but she was like more like kind of like standoffish. And then
New Orleans
Mercedes
girl.
was the one to like break the ice and be like, bro, like coming over to talk to us. And I think that's how we kind of got cool with a lot of other people. So I don't know. She just had that like, you know what? I just, when they said she was gone and stuff like that, the thing that I remember about her the most is her laugh. It was
Oh
so
my
cute.
God, he took the words out of my mouth.
Her
She'd be
laugh is
like,
so cute.
and
I love
infectious.
it
It
is.
was infectious. Like if Mercedes was laughing, you would immediately look. You know what I'm saying? Like what the hell going
Right.
on? But she laughed at everything. Mercedes is the one who got me started drinking Hennessy. I would not drink Hennessy
Her,
ever.
yes. Her. She'll be like, no,
Uh,
okay, you got that round?
shot.
All right, second round. I'm like, okay.
You know what I'm
I
saying? And she
always
was
thought,
like Hennessy shots for everybody.
yeah. And I always thought she was older than me. I don't know, for some reason, like she just kind of like just was like, come on, let's go. Like I felt like the mini version of her at that time. Like, she, come on,
Right.
let's go. Even though I can, I mean, do all the little
Girl, you
drinks. And
did
she'd be
your
like, come
thing.
on. Like she
Right,
was
you did your
so,
thing.
I really don't believe, like I don't believe she's gone. Like it's just, and then like to see the person that took her life, it's
Oh
like
my God.
you're trash. You're trash. Like she, and the
Oh
thing
Lord. When
is,
I
I
tell
just want.
you, I'm tired of hearing the stories. I'm tired of people coming up with their own logic. I'm so sick and tired of, you know what I'm saying, the shoulda, coulda, woulda, the what else. Like, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And they don't even know her. Like, this, and I tell people all the time, y'all don't understand. Like, it wasn't a money thing. It could have never been a money thing. You know what I'm saying? He talking about she used me. She took my money. I loved her. First off, he wasn't nobody that could ever even have gotten close to her. The only way I could even
Exactly.
see him giving her any kind of money would have been in a strip club or on OnlyFans. That's the only thing I could ever see. You know what I'm saying? As far as monetarily,
She was.
what like I what you you you're not even a type like I have seen Mercedes, a guy like that, literally turn down the dance from them. You know what I'm saying? In a strip club, oh, I want to go in a private room. Mercedes like,
Yeah.
if you want to tip me, you want to tip me right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have seen this from her. I know this about her because she has that keen instinct. Like, she's not rocking with everybody, and she was not going to perform on everybody. She was a sweetheart. She was never
No,
a
she
rude person. She
wasn't.
was never a bitch. But at the end of
Never.
the day,
And you know what? Mercedes knew she had it. You know what I'm saying? So she didn't even have to be like that. Like, she knew she could just walk over there and it was just automatic without even doing anything. Like, not even just her body, her face. She had adorable face. That's why I thought she was younger than me, but no, like, I don't know. Like, I know. Wait, hold on, guys. Let me just put up, hold on, Red. Let me put up a picture of her. So I'm gonna just not no picture like that. Like, just her cute little face. Like, I mean, completely adorable. It's like, how could you even sit there? And they said she was strangled. I don't understand how you could sit there, look in her eyes, her innocent looking eyes, and strangle her. And I really hope, man, when I think about it, it's like, oh God, you literally sat there and did that to her. Like, I don't even know what picture I'm gonna put up. She's just so cute. I was just like, I don't even know which picture I want to show anybody because people draw their conclusions to things that don't even matter. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard a lot of people say, you know, in that lifestyle, and I keep trying to figure out what is the lifestyle. Please explain to me what is the lifestyle, because we live this. You know what I'm saying? We literally live this. I know I did it for 20 years. So you can't tell me about, the lifestyle. The lifestyle. Come on, man. What you mean the lifestyle? The lifestyle of us actually going to earn us a living. The lifestyle of entertainment. Just because we literally were seductively dancing halfway nude meant that we were prostitutes or we were turning tricks or we were, you know, sluts or something. That does not mean that. And I'm gonna tell you, I literally went in front of a judge with my children's father in a custody battle, and every time it happened for like 2 years. Every time we go in front of the judge, he'd be like, "I want sole custody of my kids. She's a dancer. She's unfit." You know what I'm saying? He used to always say that, and I used to be like, "Dude, how can you say this about me when I have a babysitter who sits with the children at night? I'm home with them all day, every day. I never miss anything. I'm at their schools all the time. They're never late. Their homework is done. They're excelling in school. So how unfit?
Just beautiful. She's just
Beautiful.
gorgeous all the way around. Gorgeous. Like, dude, like, flawless. I just can't. I can't with all the extra BS people are saying. Like, I just can't deal. I can't deal.
He told my children's father, the judge told my children's father, "Don't you ever say another thing about this young lady being an entertainer. She pays her taxes. That is considered a job. She works for herself. She's a sole proprietor. At the end of the day, she's an upstanding citizen who is not in trouble. It doesn't matter how she makes her money."
It doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter. What is it? Go.
Girl, look, at that point, I was like, "Ooh, there's nothing you can tell me anymore." You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everybody want to paint these facades about entertainers. Now, don't get me wrong, every one of them are not.
No, no, listen, this is what I don't like. This is what I don't like. Because literally, some girls take the streets to the club, okay? And some girls are just strictly club, and there's some girls that are just strictly street. I always had a problem with the girls that were street and brought it to the club because that would interfere with me, because now you're doing street stuff here. No. Not while I'm here. That's not going down. You could go home and you could go back to where you was, because now you're doing too much for too little, and I'm not. I don't feel like
that's the change of the game. That's exactly the change of the game.
Completely a change of the game. I'm not taking off everything for no. It's no.
Right.
You may want to do all of that, but I'm not.
And see, that's why I got away from the clubs. I walked away from the clubs in like 2014, 2015. I was like, I'm done with the clubs. Now I was still dancing, because I would still do shows, and that's where I broke off into the other scene at, like as far as dancing, because then at that point, then I became a showgirl. And the difference between a showgirl and a club girl is a club work 8 to 10 hours. You know what I'm saying? For whatever they're gonna make. A showgirl performs for 15 to 20 minutes at one set, and then they go home.
Done. Right. Quick stage set, done. Get your racks, get it, go, you're done. Like, you don't gotta do
once I saw the show money, like, you come in, and then that's another thing. Clubs, you gotta pay to go through the door. Shows, you get paid to go through the door.
Exactly. So you get paid, and then you get whatever you get on top of that. It's like, why would I do anything else if literally, like, girls would be just extra out, taking extra pieces off that you don't have to take? Why are you doing all of that?
Why? Peekaboos on stage.
It's not
main
really
stage. You know what I'm saying? They flashing vagina, or you know what I'm saying? They're sucking on nips. Like,
why?
Girl, why? And I hated that, because at the end of the day, now the next person that come up behind you, now they're expecting you to do something where they don't want to tip you. Like, come on, man, I'm an entertainer. My big ass can get up and climb a 20-foot pole and do as many pole tricks as I want to and come down on that motherfucker.
You did some crazy stuff. You used to do crazy stuff, and I'm like, how she could do that and I can't? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all red. I'm gonna show y'all red. Let me see if I could show y'all red. Not nothing too crazy. Hold on. You can keep talking while I'm trying to look. Keep going.
But yeah, it's like, you know, at the end of the day, I'm 170, 180 solid, and I can do something at a 110, 120, you know what I'm saying, 130. Probably can do. And at the end of the day, like, I don't have to do all that. And then I can do a little more that they can't do. You know, I can stand there and just make my freaking ass clap, and you're going to hear across the whole doggone club. And then, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was so funny. I used to try to teach Naomi how to do that. She's like, how do you do that?
And you know what? You had that signature. You had that signature tattoo. Everybody knew who you were from your tattoo, especially like that. Like, because I was like, wait, what does this say? And I remember one day I was like, wait, and I think I like kind of bent you over. You were like, what? And I'm like, no, I'm trying to see what it's saying. You just started like laughing. I was like, what are you doing?
That's what it say. But I mean, a lot of people, y'all don't realize, you know, Boosie has a song that she got a towel on her booty that say Miss FyaRedd. That is me. I come from that. You know what I'm saying? That's my area, my domain. I have a lot of songs made about me. In our area. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I have, you know, I've been in the same limelight. You know what I'm saying? But again, the old school versus the new school is something completely different. When I was that girl and doing everything, I didn't have a bunch of followers because there was no social media at that time.
There was no social media.
That's what I'm saying. I've been dancing for 20 years. Social media has been around since what, 2004? I think that's when Facebook started.
Right.
So
Red, I don't even know what picture to show you. Give me an idea.
I should have one where I just in Jamaica this year. That way I don't have the red hair, but yeah.
Where you have all the like bathing suit pictures?
Yeah.
Which one would you like me to show?
I can't even remember them. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You got on neon, you got on white and blue, you got on the red, you got on the yellow.
You can do
Which
the
one?
neon. You can do the neon or the red. I know one of them.
Okay. With your 900 and something. Let me show y'all red. And red. How many kids you got and still look good? How many kids you got?
I have 3. My son is 21.
3 kids.
I have one daughter who's 19 and one is 17.
Okay, you said you'll be 40 this year?
Yes, I sure will.
And still got it. Hold on, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all
This is
red.
all wrong with no silicone, y'all. This is all natural.
And that's the thing that I liked about red, because everybody used to be like, China, you fake? China, is that fake? China, is that fake? And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm Panamanian. Like, that's where I get it from. But
right.
I was asking her, she's like, nah. And I'm like, let me see. And so I'm like, oh, you know, okay. Natural. Hold on.
Natural.
Let's see. Where you at, Red? And let me show my screen real quick. There go Red. Just naturally thick. Just naturally. And I wish, let me find a picture of your signature tattoo. Your signature tattoo. Like, if I can find it, I'm gonna go ahead and put it up. But yeah, y'all, that's we all loved each other. Like, dude, man, I just really don't believe Sadie's is gone. Like,
I can't either. It doesn't seem real. And again, we weren't the besties, so we wasn't around her, you know what I'm saying, 24/7. My heart goes to them. My heart bleeds for them. Marcus Two Braids, he is going through it. I have never seen I've never seen Marcus really sad. You know what I'm saying? He was always a happy person.
Right, always.
He was just chill. And he's been crying, y'all. Like, this one hit home. This one hurt. This
for a lot of people. I don't even think she realizes. I don't think she realizes how much she had an impact on people's lives. Because I always be like, I wonder what people would say about me. And if she could only know right now how so many people feel about her presence, like, I think I only seen Mercedes cry, like, and not even full on cry, like, once or be down about something.
Yeah.
And like right after that, she busting out laughing. And her little, oh my gosh, her face. Like her little, I was just like, man, I really can't believe. I just can't believe she's gone. Like, I can't.
Yeah,
I just
that
can't.
one ain't make no sense. And that's why I say it hurted me, because my last words to her was, don't do that. You'll become a target. Again, you know what I'm saying? It was the train that she just got. It says Morr. You know what I'm saying? When the jeweler, the new jeweler actually had made it. You know what I'm saying? And she was going on about it, and you know, it's real. What she said with the BBS. It wasn't princess because they gets. She was just really speaking her, you know what I'm saying, her chain. But the one that she was supposed to get it from originally, she was talking about what is this? You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing, blah blah blah. And you could tell she spent a pretty penny on the chain. So I was like, don't do that, mama. You know what I'm saying? People are they're jealous, they're envious, they're probably clocking your money, you know what I'm saying, trying to see how much money, you know what I'm saying, you bringing in, you know, you'll become a target. And I remember telling her those words. And she was like, you're right. And now I just, for the life of me, I said it, and now this didn't happen.
I just don't, like, I see her, I don't know. I try to look at it in so many different ways, because I'm like, he probably knew her, you know, for her, but she's dealing with so many different people. She's like, you know, I don't even know you, but her, like, I could see him just walking up to her and talking to her, and she's just like,
Hey,
hey, you know, just
bring me
talking to him,
my
not
pouch out the
knowing
front, please.
that he would be the person to take her life. They say there was no forced entry. I could see her just being that nice person, like, oh, hey, you know me from here, and da-da-da-da-da. But when they're explaining, like, he had multiple cuts, so I'm like, did at one point she have a weapon and try to protect herself? And then that's where, you know, that all went down. He may have thrown her down the stairs. That's where she got the concussion. And that's why he has multiple things. And then he did all of that and then tried to go, like, what happened? I just don't see someone looking at her and wanting to cause harm to her. I just don't see that. I don't see it.
Yeah, you got to be a sick individual to look at her and want to cause harm to her. That, not her. I mean, and whew, okay, so in my mind, this is just me. This is maybe my scenario, right? Like I said, she, you know what I'm saying? It was either performance or OnlyFans, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way he was able to tip her. So me, in my mind, I feel like he reached out to her via social media, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Mercedes probably reached out to him and said, okay, look, OnlyFans is shutting down. I won't be sending out any more videos. Y'all, thank y'all for y'all patronage or whatever, you know what I'm saying, supporting me all this time, whatever. Mercedes out, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. And he probably reached back to her and was like, you know, can we keep in contact some kind of way or something like that? And she might have said, ew, weird. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's over with. It's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, the type of person that I know that she is, in my mind, I feel like she blew him off, but she blew him off respectfully, and he couldn't take it. The fact that he wouldn't be able to, you know what I'm saying, maybe contact her or whatever the case may have been. He just couldn't take it. So at the end of the day, what he did, what a weird, stalking, disgusting individual would do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me find out her real name. You know what I'm saying? There is too much. I told my manager this the other day because she was like, how did he get to her home? I said, Kels, I said, let's be real about the situation. And we're going to be 100% real about the situation.
Red, before you say that, I heard that he found out where she lived from, like, looking through her pictures, and one of her pictures she may have had like something of an address kind of showing, and that's how he found her. I don't know how true that is, though. Do you think that's a possibility?
And that's hard. That's
right.
hard. Like, you would literally have to know the number, the street name. You know what I'm saying? Like, to find any of that. What I feel like is, at the end of the day, Mercedes, you know what I'm saying? By you being on Google, when you Google somebody, you know what I'm saying? Mercedes Morr, Instagram model, real name, ChynaD, you know, Gagnaire or whatever. However they say it, I can't, please don't quote me. But if you Google it, you can pull up any one of our names. Any one of us, because our information is out there by us being entertainers. You know what I'm saying? At some point. Or maybe he was part of somebody who booked her somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And when you book him, you got to get our flight. You got to get our information for your flight, for the hotel.
Our flight numbers, our name, birthday, all of that.
Exactly. It's you know what I'm saying? When you entertainer like that, and you're moving around the world, people have access to you because they're booking you, they're paying you for a service. So therefore, you have to in turn give out certain things that you don't want to give out. We have a stage name for a reason, and I literally told my manager, I was like, "Yo, like, for all your ladies now, you gonna end up you need to start being the one to book their hotels and their flights. You know what I'm saying? Just because." People, for instances like this, like, yeah, like, okay, if your booking rate for a female is $500, you know you have to get the flight and you know you have to get the hotel. So you would tack on another $500 just for that reason. Once you book her hotel is paid for and her flight is both paid for. All you have to do is come meet her, you know what I'm saying, at the hotel. That's all you have to do. That for you have to make sure she gets to and from whatever you need to do. Otherwise, I don't need you knowing her personal information. I don't. It's no reason. Because once they get hold of your personal information, if you don't give certain people what they want, crazy, weird people what they want, they come back and they try to do it, take it from you anyway. And look
Right.
at the situation that we left behind right now with Mercedes. We don't know how this man found out her information. We don't know how he was able to make
I'm
it to her
still
home.
waiting.
We don't know how. Exactly. But that's the thing. You know, it's always these scenarios in your mind. Be like, okay, well, maybe he booked her. That's how he found out her name. He Googled her for her address. He was sick. The daddy said that she left her garage open. They said they hadn't heard from her in a couple of days since Friday.
Yeah.
Us, by us being entertainers, we used to being up all night. So if they talk to her Friday in a day, my scenario, this is not the truth. Do not quote me on this again. This is just my opinion. They talked to her Friday evening. Okay, I'm getting ready to go. She goes out Friday night. She goes to a party. She drinks, which we know Mercedes likes to drink. You know what I'm saying? She drinks. She come home early Saturday morning. She sleeps all day on Saturday, right? By her sleeping all day on Saturday, you know what I'm saying? She don't really get out the bed. She don't move. She don't want to talk to nobody. She might have been hungover. She might have had female issues. Anything could have been the reason why she just did not want to talk to nobody on Saturday, because she did not die until Sunday. We know this for a fact. So by the time she do realize, she come to, okay, I left something in my car. Let me go downstairs to go get it. Or I ordered takeout. My food is here. Let me go get it. You know what I'm saying? By the time she opens the door, boom, weirdo is at the door. He comes in on her. They fight. They struggle. You know what I'm saying? And he ends up killing her. That's why it wouldn't be no forced entry, in my opinion. I don't think she's going to ever bring anybody unknown to her home. So I don't feel like, no, she met up with him and hung out with him and then she invited him to her house. Nah, that ain't it. She's not going to give out her address. Mercedes is very, very, very private. She's never been the one, you know what I'm saying, to let people know where she laid her head at. She's not that type. So I feel like that's in my opinion, that's the logic that I have. That's just the view and the angle that I have. She had been out all night Friday. She slept all day Saturday. Then when she finally woke up, weirdo was at the door. That's why it wasn't a forced entry.
And y'all, this is all just, allegations, just brainstorming and theories. We ain't saying this is what happened. We trying to figure it out, because with Mercedes, it's just, you didn't have to do that. You did not have to do that. Like, I even see, like, if he was like trying to force her into a situation, she'd just be like, yo, whatever, like, just go. Like, I don't see, I definitely see her fighting for her life. So I think if it came to something like crazy like that, and he just went manic crazy, then yeah, she's like, oh, I need to protect myself. I don't see him harming himself that many times and then doing that. I think he probably did that as a final measure after. When I'm trying to find the picture of the lipstick. The lipstick. You're a psycho. You're a psycho for doing.
He went through the house
that would
and
be in
wrote
a
on her
movie.
wall. Yeah, he wrote on her walls with her lipstick. Like, you're delusional. You wanted to leave a message. I feel like he came down there for that particular reason, and that's why I said this is me and my thoughts, because when she was, you know what I'm saying, she probably sent out a message via, OnlyFans or something like that, and let everybody know, look, this will be the last communication. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they're shutting it down.
Uh-oh, what happened? What happened? Where you at? Did I pause? What happened? Where you at, Red? What happened?
Hello?
Okay, there we go. Go ahead. I was like, what happened?
I can't hear.
You can't hear me? Give it a second. I don't know. Okay, so maybe she might go out and come back in. We'll see, guys. But this is what I'm talking about. I think this is the pictures of the lipstick. Oh, I don't know what's going on right now. There we go. Hold on. Let me see if I could bring up the pictures of the cycle and his lipstick stuff. Then I have it right here. Let me see. Oh my gosh, she's just so gorgeous. I just don't get why somebody would do that. Let me see if it's gonna be underneath something else. There we go. Let me see. Let me click on images. Okay, here we go, y'all. Here we go. So let's go through this and just see what this psychomaniac was thinking. Because what are you thinking, bro? Like, why would you do that to her? I mean, I just don't feel it was necessary at all. So let's just take a look. So he writes, I should have stayed in Florida. Then what else does he write? Let's go back. Then he says, uh-oh. I don't know what this is trying to say. Sorry to the, I don't know what he's trying to say right here. If you think you know what he's trying to say, comment down below, because I don't know what that is. Sorry to the something. Then he says, I was used for money. Now, guys that pay for these services, I think they kind of have like these wannabe relationships with people and think it's like a natural, when it's just kind of like you're paying for a service that somebody is giving you at the time of you wanting it. I don't know how these guys think, but it's just like when you went on these sites, you knew what you were getting yourself into. You knew it cost. So how were you used? I would say, no, you used her for her looks, for her body, and you paid her for the service. So I just don't. You volunteered yourself for that. I wish I never loved her. How do you love her? No one knows you. What does this say? What possessed? Tell me what it says in the chat. This isn't, I don't know, guys. I really just don't see why. Cardi even had something to say about this. Like, why? Let me see what happened to Red. Because I just don't get it. These are the signature stars that I'm talking about. Like, to me, that was her signature. Like, those stars were like signature Mercedes. And I liked her the way she was because she was never ratchet or out there. She kind of just did what she needed to do. Wasn't all extra out showing stuff you don't need to show. She was just Mercedes. Here goes Red. Red back in the building.
Hey y'all,
You there,
I don't know what happened.
I don't
can
know.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, yeah, I will say the hurricane has our cell phones towers down as well as the power. So I guess it was one of them good winds that kind of knocked the service out or whatever. So I just
What is that?
got off and got back on.
Does that mean?
But what?
Okay, sorry. One of her videos was playing and it was a commercial. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, due to the hurricane, it's bad out here, y'all. Cell phone towers, AT&T in particular, are, you know what I'm saying, they're down, they're out. Again, I'm sitting up here with candles and flashlights so y'all can see my face. You see the candles?
Yeah, it sucks.
Like,
But
it
I'm happy you
sucks.
came
We
on to talk
really,
about her. I'm happy you came on to talk about her. Like, I have some more of our, like, girls and stuff that will pop up too. But thank you for, going through the hurricane and coming up. Like, go ahead.
listen, it was the Hurricane Mercedes at the same time. I told you the day the hurricane hit, we going through the midst of it. That's when it happened. I was like, no, 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 I can't, no. And I promised I wanted to try to get to the funeral tomorrow in Houston, but I can't. There's no gas. There's no gas around here. Nowhere from New Orleans to Houston is you're gonna find gas or rooms. So it was just like, you know what I'm saying? It was a lose-lose, you know what I'm saying, for me in this situation because I can't get up there. But I love her. She knows I love her. And I'm gonna always love her and I'm gonna miss her. I really am.
We have
I probably still go to
someone
her
in the
page just to
chat.
see her face.
Someone in
Hmm.
the chat, Martha, she says, how did they find her? Well, they didn't hear from her for a while, and they normally talk to her regularly, her family. So her dad goes over there, sees, she should be there. So he instincts kicks the door down and finds her right there at the bottom of the stairs. Now, how messed up is that? Then finds the man up still gurgling for his life. And then he later passes away. It's just, I want to post about him, but I don't even want to give him that. I don't care. I don't care about him. Like, I know it's messed up, but
And you know what's crazy? His family has yet to speak out. His
I'm
family
just
has yet to
disgusted.
speak out. Nobody from his family has even spoken and said not even to defend him. Not even to, I like, come on, regardless to what, you know what I'm saying, when somebody is murdered or they commit suicide, somebody usually come back and say, I can't believe he's gone, or I'm going to miss him, or he wasn't like that. Nobody has even stepped up to even defend this man. That's how you know something was wrong with him. Something had to
Right?
be definitely, like, I'm sorry, have you seen anybody speak up about him? Of a parent, a sister, brother, cousin, anybody said anything about him?
No. And so they're saying, some people say it says, sorry to the landlord. Sorry to the
Yeah,
landlord.
yeah,
What?
it said,
You guys, sorry to the
sorry to the
landlord.
landlord.
And then what was that extra piece? What was that extra piece that?
Um, I know he said I loved her. Sorry to the
Yes.
landlord. She used me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, damn, it was one more thing. It's something else that I seen in the video. I don't have the spread that you did. I shared that with me later on.
Okay. For sure. I will. Martha says lots of cycles on those sites. Yeah. And then says she's from Louisiana. She says she's from Louisiana. What part? What part are you
No,
from?
Mercedes.
No.
Am I from?
No.
Oh, me.
You.
Oh, yeah. I'm from Baton Rouge.
And what part are you from? She'll pop it up
Huh?
there. NBA, she'll pop it up there. I'll tell you what she says in a second. NBA says, I can't believe this happened to her. NBA, me neither. Like, I still look at her pictures and I'm like, I just don't see it. I don't see that happening to her. Now, there's certain people you could be like, oh, well, she got down like that, so I could see that. Or this, but I don't see it happening to her. I don't get it. I just don't see it.
She never
Like,
lived the risque lifestyle. She never lived
no.
she wasn't, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't one of them girls that you could literally say for $1 she gonna holler. You know what I'm saying? Like by us
No.
being in the industry at some point in time, you know what I'm saying? It was, you know, a lot of people said a lot of different things about different girls. You know what I'm saying? Like for the right price, she gonna do this, or
Yeah. She was like,
yeah, like I the saying I just said, for the dollar she gonna holler. It wasn't her. Y'all don't understand. Mercedes literally will walk through the door of a strip club, and before she can even get her clothes off, people are throwing massive amounts of money at her.
right.
Massive amounts. So at the end of the day, she wasn't one of them girls. Like I said, I would move around and I would just go, you know what I'm saying, hustle. I didn't want to be around everybody else when I was dancing. You know what I'm saying? I would go off and do my own thing to find my own money because I never wanted to be a part of the scene. I never wanted to be grouped with anybody. Again, Naomi, she says all the time, you know, y'all New Orleans girls or something, but I never wanted to be grouped with anybody to where they would actually say, oh, well, FyaRedd did this, or FyaRedd did that, or FyaRedd was a part of this, or FyaRedd was a part of that. I didn't want to do that because again, I was an older dancer in the club. I feel like the girl off of Jocelyn
Players Club.
Cabaret, you know what her name was,
Off of
Sapphire.
what?
Yes, Sapphire was like, huh?
What? You went to Sapphire?
No. What I was saying, I said I feel like the girl Sapphire off of Jocelyn's Cabaret. Keep saying that I'm older,
Oh, okay.
but I was the older one, so I was the one that kind of just peeped the scene, and I would look back and you know what I'm saying, monitor what was going on because I picked up on vibes a lot when I was in the strip club. My mom used to tease me a lot. She was like, "How you gonna be a stripper with morals?" And I used to be like, "That's because I'm an entertainer, not a stripper lady." You know what I'm saying? It was
Exactly.
just that was what I would come back with her at, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people would, you know, everybody always has something to say. You know what I'm saying? The moment you go do a VIP, oh, did you fuck them? Or you know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
if you go
No. That's
downstairs,
what you
or
do. Like, no. Like, I remember a
right, you
lot
know,
of
you
girls,
change outfits or something.
oh, you this, you that, if you change your outfit. It's like, no, I want to be clean. I just was sweating, dancing. Why can't I change
Right.
my outfit? I don't know.
Like I,
Like,
I can see being a dancer right now in COVID. Like how you gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't see it being done. Like what? Dancing? Oh no, I'm good. Nope,
no.
nope, nope. I
How
have
would
to be
you do
half
that?
naked to perform for you anyway. Like, no, I can't have my skin out. COVID's out. It's real.
No, no. I mean, this was like, I don't even know how many years ago that was for me now. It's like,
10,
yeah.
21.
Dang, I feel old.
That was
Oh, you make me feel old. Like, geez. But you know what? When
if you
those were
old, then
good
I'm 18.
times. Those were good times.
Wow.
It was lit. It was lit. Definitely lit. Hey, do you remember when
Definitely
they did
was.
the first Rack City they did was in the club? Remember when they did
Yep.
Rack City, Rack? That's when it was. And they did it there. And then after that, that's when Tiger got with China and they redid it. Remember? You remember
Oh yeah,
Jazz?
definitely. I remember. Yes, I remember Jazz. We were all in Rack City. The video, somebody sent me an old video. The original when Tiger and what the dude was when they did the Friday, Saturday strip hop. Man, that video was filmed in the club. Mercedes was in that video.
Ah, she was. Man, oh my God. I just don't believe. I think much maybe he wanted her so bad and she just was like, and he just, because he said he's sorry. I feel like really after he probably performed the act that he did, that he was just like, I can't believe I did this. Like, I can't believe I actually did this and went through with this. Because they're like, how did he get there? What car did he come in? What? They're still like, what happened? And I'm waiting, like, what happened? Why did you do this? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, how much research were you really trying to do? And I don't even believe he went there to actually check to take her life. I think he thought he was gonna get there, and because he said I was in love with her, I was this, I was that. I think he thought they were really in a relationship.
I think he did think they
And
were in
when
a
he got there
relationship.
and
I
seen
think
that it
that, you
was
know what I'm
shut
saying?
down, huh? What'd you
I
say?
think what happened, in my opinion, I really feel like he felt like they were in a relationship. He felt like, you know what I'm saying, that she actually, knew him. And when he realized she didn't, you know what I'm saying, he felt some type of way.
Because you don't necessarily know all the
That's what
people.
I feel like.
Do you know all the people on your Instagram?
Hell no.
No. I don't
Hell
know all the
no.
people on my Instagram, but at a certain point, I shut it down. So whoever was in there that I didn't know before is in there. But after a certain point, like after I kind of changed my whole lifestyle, I just blocked it. And then anybody else that I accepted after that, I knew. And then when I would come across people that I didn't know, I would slowly filter it out because I didn't want, it was just, I had too many people on there that I didn't even know. So that's why I have that Instagram. That's why I don't even really, want to put a lot of stuff out about that one. Like, because I just, that was so long ago in that life, that you do when you're growing up. I mean, I was in my early teens, 20s,
20.
teens and
Right.
20s, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 type stuff. 10 years ago. It's just like, I still don't, I can't even picture her in a casket. I would just be like, she's too pretty for a casket. Like, we got to do something else. No, we can't put her in the ground. She's too, and I'm not even trying to just say this because the reason why I loved Mercedes vibe was because she was beautiful on the outside, beautiful on the inside, her heart, her body, her physique, just beautiful. And she had the most genuine personality. She ain't like you, she ain't gonna come talk to you. But if y'all cool, she's so friendly, and I don't know, I just see her just being so giggly. I always see her just giggly and smiling. And that's just what I see, and I'm happy that I remember her that way, because I wouldn't want to remember her any other way, So guys, I tried to open up another vision of her through me and through FyaRedd. And so I hope people can kind of change their minds, because I hate that I've seen someone say she deserved this because of what she did and because of her job. Like, there's not many models out there. Somebody deserves to lose their life for another person's infatuation, obsession. What are you thinking? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. I'm going to play this. They say Drake dedicates his album Certified Lover Boy to her. I'm going to play this for you guys. So give me a second. FyaRedd, if you got to go, you can let me know. But if you're cool, it's cool if you just hang out with me for a little bit. So let's see. Share. Wait, no, share. I wanted to share that, guys. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Give me a quick second.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, boo.
Okay.
I just was saying, are you cool to hang out with me for a second?
Oh yeah, I was saying I wanted to hang out with you. I want to hear the song. Actually, I've been seeing everybody post about the song, but I was just trying
Well,
to see. You know what I'm saying?
I can't play it on my channel because they will strike my channel because it's a copywritten song. So I'm just gonna play
Right.
like a little clip of it. I don't want them to. I don't want to get my channel taken. So, because because I didn't even know that when you make a YouTube, it's your channel. I never was trying to be a YouTuber. That it kind of just happened with other cases I was looking into. So, but I definitely have to show her some love. I really do. So let's take a look at this. Are you guys there? Can you see that up there, FyaRedd?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so I'm gonna play. Uh-oh. Wait, stop. Let's see what's going on with the volume. Check it up. Why isn't it playing? Hold on. Can you hear the sound? No, right?
No, I can't hear it. No, I can't hear it.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me take it down. Let me try to do it again because I don't understand what just happened. So pop that up. Guys, bear with me. Like, this was a hard one for me to do, y'all. Like, when you know somebody and you gotta do it, it's like I have to do it, but don't really want to. Because I don't want to. I was like, I'm gonna cry and I'm not gonna cry. That didn't happen. But let's see if it works out this time around. I'm gonna just mute Fya real quick. Wait, hold on. Cancel. Wait, I don't know. Why is it going so slow? I don't know. Like, pause for a second. I don't even know if you guys are still hearing me. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's see. You're gonna show it. Oh, they want to do me with a video. Why isn't it show? I don't understand. Can you hear any sound?
No.
What's going on? See, because my volume is on and I don't get why it's not showing it. So I don't know why it's not showing it, but guys, Drake dedicated his new album to Instagram model Mercedes Morr, whose murder was near Houston. Now, I'm going to just go ahead and if I can, just read it to you because I don't know why it's not popping up. And it's kind of frustrating me because everything was fine. And now this. NaomiiChynaD, who was an Instagram, who's on Instagram as Miss Mercedes Morr, was strangled in her home. What police are calling suicide. So let's see. Oh, this is gonna. Let's see. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Okay. So the Houston Instagram model who was killed inside her Richmond apartment Sunday was honored on Drake's newly released album, Certified Lover Boy. Drake dedicated the album to 23-year-old NaomiiChynaD, better known by her social media name, Miss Mercedes Morr. He also dedicated his album to Nadia. Y'all gonna trip me up with that. Y'all see it. A model who reportedly died in an incident earlier this year, according to Complex. Let's see. A combination of toxic masculinity. Yes, masculinity. I don't know. I can't say it, but I know what it is. And acceptance.
Masculinity. Masculinity. That's what it is.
Right. Masculinity. I don't know. My words don't go that way. And acceptance of her truth, which is inevitable, heartbreaking. exclusive producers by me, Noah, 40, Shabib, Oliver, L. Okay, they're giving me a lot of stuff that's just out of my realm. Rest in peace, Mercedes, or the Drake. I'm just all over the place. The rapper who wrote in the description section of the album on her. You know what? It's because I don't have my glasses on. The album. I don't like the way I really look, and that's why I'm trying not to put them on. In the description section of the album on Apple Music, Garnier was strangled in her home in what police are calling a murder-suicide. The suspect, wait, didn't they just say 23? Oh, no, okay. 24-year-old, what is his name?
I don't know.
The ending. I know. Floridian Kevin, we don't even care, killed himself with multiple sharp force trauma, according to the autopsy report. The victim's family said Garnier didn't know I don't know. I don't even care. And they believe
or something like that.
I'm mad at him. The victim's family said Garnier didn't know the guy, and they believed he was stalking her. Investigators are searching the victim's social media accounts and websites for any possible connection to the guy. He just doesn't even deserve for me to even care to try to pronounce his name. And so her funeral details came out. Funeral details released for the slaying of the Instagram model, Miss Mercedes Morr. So it says, look at her, guys. Look at her little cheeky smile. Come on, y'all. Okay. Houston funeral details have been released of the Instagram model and influencer known on social media as Miss Mercedes Morr. Visitation for Janae Lynn Garnier, 33, who will be held on Saturday at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Davis Green Lawn Funeral Chapels located at 3900 BF Terry Boulevard. For those who want to light a candle in honor of Janae Lynn Garnier, or send a flower arrangement to the funeral service, go here. Garnier died of strangulation and traumatic concussion in an apparent murder-suicide in Richmond, Fort Bend authorities said Monday. Okay, so no glasses. I think I performed well with no glasses. So I'm going to click on go here, so maybe people that can kind of see where they can go. So this is where you can guys go for the funeral, like to send flowers. So here's the website. And everybody, I mean, Janae was a beautiful person. I really do believe in this. And I don't say donate to things that I don't feel is necessary. As you guys can see from my last live with that person. But I don't want to say anything about anybody else. We're talking about. Do you have anything else to say about Miss Mercedes Morr? FyaRedd.
I would definitely say
her soul rest in peace.
My prayers
go out to
the
the
family
family
and the
and the close friends.
What's not showing me?
Ladies,
Ladies,
be
please
careful.
be careful.
I'm
Like,
still on
please,
it.
I beg y'all, if y'all are in this
industry,
world, please be careful.
Please be careful.
There's a lot of creepy, weird, and disgusting individuals out here, and I promise you, I don't want to see something like this happen to anyone else. It's It's just not. It's not worth it.
It's just
Can you
not.
hear me?
And I can hear you. I can hear you. I'm
Okay.
trying to scroll down. I don't know, I don't know if it's internet connection, but it keeps like jumping all over the place when I'm not trying to click certain stuff like that. So everybody can hear you. You can continue.
Yeah, I was just saying, ladies, if y'all are, in this industry, please, you know what I'm saying, please take care of yourself, be careful. Um it, money is
B says, does she know her? We don't know all of that yet. It's suspected that possibly he was one of her followers because of the things that he left on the door in her lipstick, and that he formed a relationship that really wasn't there. So she could have possibly know him, but just through, I mean, on stuff like that, you're dealing with so many different people. You don't necessarily know them. You may see their name or something like that, but I don't think they knew each other like that. Some people are trying to say that, but Pinto Bean says, have the killer's family spoke out? Not that I know of yet, and I really hope that they do, to explain this nonsense that occurred due to their family member. I hope that they can say something. So, Red, I don't know what's happening with my connection, but I'm going to wrap this up. I may come on here with a couple of more people, that friends and, family, that when you're in this type of thing, it's not something that everybody wants to do. And it's kind of like you build a family through this because maybe you're doing it for other reasons. And so you build those close connections with the women you're around, the people you're around. And I just hope people can see that just because you're beautiful and you're getting money, just because of your looks and your body modeling and things like that, don't look at it as a bad thing, because not every girl that you see in the industry is on the level that most people think. And so, Mercedes, we all love you. We're gonna miss you dearly. And I'll try to see if I could get more people to come on and speak, but she will definitely never be forgotten. So I'll see you guys later on.